Well, welcome to the other side. It looks like you made the decision to change your life. And before we get started, you're probably saying, well, who is Chris Poff? And how is he going to teach me anything? What's his claim to fame? Well, I guess I have a lot of claims to fame, but let me sort of give you a brief background so you understand who you're dealing with, because you really need to feel comfortable with me if you and I are going to work together. And obviously I need to feel comfortable with you, but that comes later when you feel comfortable giving me a call or going to the next step. But anyway, let's go back to me. Let me tell you about myself. I was born in Columbus, Ohio, did my undergrad at Ohio State, my master's at University of Cincinnati in health and sports performance. And growing up from the Midwest, Columbus, Ohio, good old Midwest values. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. If you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't have anything to hide. You know, that's the way I've lived my life. But growing up, believe me, I was from a middle-class background. My dad was a salesman. Parents almost divorced when I was third grade. Did divorce when I was in high school. Had no confidence growing up. My dad was sort of a rageaholic, sort of your typical average dysfunctional American family. And the only saving grace was he was into all these success books. And so I started reading success books in the third grade, and that sort of, even though I didn't have the confidence growing up, once I got out, I was a better than average athlete, way better than average athlete, and started applying those principles in college and really came into my own. And over the years, just one example, when I was 20, I applied those principles and said, okay, everybody says you got to write down your goals and you got to believe in yourself and you got to do this, you got to do that. And so I wrote down my goals at age 20. I said, by age 30, I will own my own health fitness facility called the Human Performance Institute and be one of the premier authorities in the area in health and fitness and peak performance. Within 3 months of my 30th birthday, I'd raised almost $2 million, which is about $20 million in today's money, and had my own facility, renovated it, and opened it up as the Human Performance Institute. So when I tell you I've done stuff, and when I tell you the success principles I teach work, they do. They really work. Fast forward to 2001 and 2, that was my first entry into the internet, and I was a real estate broker, had a real estate office. My partner and I opened up in near Disney. We sold vacation homes, and we knew we had to be on the internet because everybody was starting to search the internet for homes. So we threw together an average, just an amateur little website. But we went to all the geeks and hackers and gurus and took courses and figured out, what were they not saying in between the lines. There's other things that they don't tell you. And we hit it. And we did some things right, and we hit it big. I didn't sleep for 3 or 4 years, made a ton of money, and life was good. And when it started to slow down, 2005 or 6, I actually retired. I took a year off, got back into shape. Everything was good. But then when I came back and things were even slower, I said, well, now wait a minute, I need to go back to school here and figure out what's going on. So I went back and took a bunch more internet courses from geeks, gurus, hackers, got scammed a bunch of times, spent thousands, way over $50,000. And that's what I bring to you today is I refigured the formula, got back on the internet, started making money again, and life is good again. And life can be good for you if you so decide to make that change. I can't make that for you. You have to decide to do that. So the other thing is that you'll see some pictures, you'll see things that I've done, you'll see a few testimonials. What you won't see is, here's how much money you're going to make. You're going to make $1 million tomorrow. And why? Because as a businessman, I'm not going to do that. And you shouldn't, if you want to know what a scam is, find these guys that are showing you the proof of here's $23,000 that came in 2 minutes. If that's what you think this is all about, you need to turn this off and move on, because I'm going to teach you a sustainable, legitimate business, not how to scam people, not how to, make exorbitant claims that 90% of the people can't fulfill. You can make money on the internet. You can make a lot of money on the internet. That's what I teach. But what I will not teach is how do you guarantee people that everybody that signs up is going to make $50,000 in 2 minutes, because it doesn't work that way. If you go out on Main Street, you go to spend $1 million with McDonald's and ask them, say, I want to guarantee. You're going to guarantee me on how much I'm going to make? McDonald's will tell you, hit the road. Take your $1 million and hit the road. It doesn't work that way. In business, there are no guarantees. Will you make money if you apply yourself? Yes. Can I guarantee you'll make money tomorrow and make $23,000? No. So that's your disclaimer. I understand with any of these programs, I don't care what they tell you, you will not wake up with a bag of money under your pillow the next day just because you signed up and pushed a button. You have to learn the system, learn my system, and apply it, and you will make money. So, having said that, go ahead and take the tour. There's a few pictures there so you can get to know me and what my hobbies are, because I am a real person. I'm not, I'm not having to sneak in front of somebody else's car to take a picture. Oh, this is my Lamborghini or whatever. Those are really my cars, my vehicles, my house. That's a vacation home I own near Disney Orlando. So, life is good, and life, can be good for you too. Believe me, if I can do it, you can do it, because I didn't come from lots of money. But you do have to apply it. You have to make the decision to change your life today. So go ahead and continue the tour, and I'll see you at the next video.